When you look at Vice President Harris's leadership and her record as second in command, what do you think her strengths are as a leader, and what do you think the weaknesses are as a leader? Let's talk about policy and leadership here. Obviously, we have the electability, likability questions, but it matters to people where their candidates stand on issues and how they act as leaders.
Well, so I actually think those are two different questions, Maggie. I think policy, where they stand on policy and what kind of leader they are two different questions. And I think depending on the candidate, if they are strong in one area, that can help them in their weaknesses in the other. So Barack Obama is a great example of that, in that there were people, if you looked at the data, who actually didn't agree with him on every policy, but they felt like he seems like a nice guy. He seems to be a good leader in that he delegates. And if you'll remember, the nickname for his campaign was No Drama Obama, because they didn't have lots of staff turnover. They didn't have lots of leaks. They did not have lots of infighting. My understanding is that his leadership style was really, I don't tolerate that. We have too much to get done for that. You contrast that with someone like Vice President Harris, who's had a ton of staff turnover throughout her career, not just as vice president, which is public knowledge because those records are public, but going back to when she was an attorney general. And so I think there are questions about her leadership style that might do the inverse for Obama, where it makes people pause and go, well, if I agree with her on certain policies, but she's not going to be able to implement them because she can't build consensus with staff or across the aisle with Republicans, then maybe I need to pause and consider whether or not to vote for her.